Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Hugo and I'm a full-time Microstock contributor, and I mainly use drones to capture and sell Microstock footage online, but also things like this DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Today I want to show you a bit of my Adobe Stock dashboard. I think Adobe Stock is one of the most popular agencies and it's one of the most earning agencies. So first, let me show you how my year started. So I keep track of all my Microstock earnings with all my agencies here, and then the months, and then I compare to the same month last year in total earnings, but also I keep records. Now here we see Adobe Stock. So 2025, January was $1,200. This year it started really well. I'm already at $1,700, almost $1,800, and it's now the 29th, so there's 2 days left in the year. Saturday is probably a bit lower in terms of earnings, but Friday and today can be good selling days as well. Now, interesting that I also had some personal sales. People approached me to ask if they can buy some of my drone footage, so also nice. But overall, I'm already higher, and Getty Stock still needs to be announced, the earnings, and Blackbox will probably have some more earnings, and all the other agencies I have to fill in as well. So good month. Last year I had $3,000, 114, and this year over 4,500 already. So that's a good start. Now Adobe Stock plays a large part in it. So I think it would be interesting to show a bit of my dashboard. So first, here you see the rankings. I think this is always interesting. Maybe this plays a little bit of a factor in your search results and where you show up. But I'm not sure if this is the case. So this year, this is my earnings, as you can see. 533 downloads. And here always you see your bestsellers. Now for me the story is I came, in the last few years I started using drones. And before that I did vector illustrations and 3D renderings. So these are pretty old files. As you can see, this is from 2013. So it's logical, it has a lot of downloads. It's sold pretty well over the years. But now some aerial footage starts to catch up, because this was uploaded in 2023 and it almost is at 4 plays now, so I think this would have more potential. Also this one, this is from 2025, so it's 7 months online and it already got downloaded, let me see, 163 times. Now, something really interesting that I found out, if you're an Adobe Stock contributor, is photokeyword.ai. It's super easy to keyword all your files, title, description. Let me show you how it works. So it's a website, photokeyword.ai. It's paid, but it really saves time, so it's really a good investment, I think. So if you want to upload images, you can just go to images and just drag and drop all your files here. So you can have upload here 500 files at one time, and then you can say what you want. So how many keywords do you want, if there's words to be left out, and then it starts uploading. That takes the longest time. In images it's really quick. In videos it takes a bit longer, but you can do something else. And after that it starts keywording, and as you can see I already did some files, so let's have a look at these files. So these are all files that I uploaded, and this is what he came up with, and it's super accurate. So it can even recognize buildings, names of the buildings. Not everything is exactly correct, but I think it works really well for all my commercial files. So here we see the building of a new data center, and it knows that it's a data center and it's under construction. So really good keywording. And then if you're happy with it, or you can just download this CSV file and then you can upload it into Adobe Stock. So Adobe Stock supports CSV files. So you can, I didn't try it at Adobe Stock, I personally use Stock Submitter, but you can fill in just this file and it's just a matter of uploading. So I did once keywording, I made a video about 8 hours, how many videos can I do? Well, it was about 400 files, and with this I did it in minutes. So it's just uploading your files, downloading the keywords and importing it here, and it's done. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I can offer you 10% discount, so I have a link in the description, and then you can get 10% discount on your subscription. And it's not so expensive. You can do thousands of files for like, let me see. So I have, let's see what they have available. So 11 euros for 1,000 images a month. So that's really worth it. I would say you can make it back with all the time you saved. And you can even get a 10% discount on it. So link in the description, and I think it's a really good tip. So check it out. Thank you. So also a good selling file. Now as you can see, there are renderings, but also aerial photos that are starting to mix in. Now more interesting, I think where most of the income comes from is videos. So videos, they get downloaded less, but they earn more. And these are mostly aerial videos. I started droning in 2021, and this is the result. So for me, a lot of things that sell are city skylines. So this is the skyline of Brussels, for example. There you have the European Union building, or it's a political building, this one, and the skyline on a nice winter day. So that sells good across all agencies. Things like industries, as you can see here. This is a logistic building bay. So nice close-up view. I think this is always good, makes it look attractive if you are close to the subject, instead of high above something and everything is really small. Also I sell time lapses. So this is an aerial hyperlapse. This is very easy to make on a DJI drone. You can just choose the path of your drone, and the drone will take several photos and then edit it into a small clip. So you can tell a large story over time in a few seconds. So you can show movement and traffic, and so that's always interesting to tell a certain story. As you can see, lots of industrial sites, but also infrastructure. This is a very famous bridge here in the Netherlands. It's actually an aqueduct. So you have a road and a shipping route crossing each other. And this gives a pretty interesting visual appearance. And also the boat really helps, I think, that it's crossing. So pretty good. All of these files are commercial license, also some landscapes, and but also FPV videos. So this was made with a self-built FPV drone, and then I would just follow cars that would pass by. As you can see, yeah, it's difficult to keep up with the cars. You really need a fast drone if you're going high speed. But there are some new drones out there that can go really quickly. They also have a different shape. That's also maybe an interesting field. Now, wastewater treatment plants always work well. So for me, what I do is I see that this sells well, so wastewater treatment plant, and I see that you can find them everywhere around the country, or different countries even. There's always probably a wastewater treatment plant, and I know this can sell. So if you're in another country, you can find one and then capture it, and usually it's worth it. As you can see, it was downloaded 5 times in a couple of years, so it makes some money. Now also ports, industrial ports, usually interesting. So we have one of the largest ports in Europe, and that is Rotterdam. And this is specialized on petroleum. So all the ships come in here and they can stop for fuel here, I believe. And also some docked ships that are along the canal. So interesting file that sells across multiple agencies. Now also travel videos can sell. This is made in Switzerland, so a certain lake, and yeah, beautiful mountains, a road. Yeah, this really shows the beautiful nature of Switzerland. Roads, mountains, beautiful composition. So that sold also a couple of times. Now my absolute bestseller in terms of downloads is this file. This was uploaded in 2023. This is a wind turbine at an offshore wind park, so on water. And it reveals the whole wind park. And that makes it interesting. I think the transition from revealing tells a little bit of a story. And also this file sells really well. It doesn't really sell at other agencies, that's interesting, but it sells at Adobe Stock. This is an FPV drone video made in Switzerland as well, in the nature. So I just flew my FPV video following a river and flying as close as possible. Almost crashing into some leaves, but no problem. Yeah, this is pretty risky flying, because one mistake and you're crashed. So yeah, you have to be really careful. It's risky flying. A lot of more risk than flying a DJI cinematic drone. There I had no crashes ever, knock on wood, but they are pretty safe and controllable. Now this is also wind turbine, so close up, and some solar panels being built. So this really represents renewable energy, sustainable energy. Now let's also look a bit at my income statistics. So we can select the period of, let's say January, so the beginning of this month, or this month. Here you see some of my bestsellers. So this was the video that we saw in the beginning. Yeah, the rest is mainly videos. So this probably sold only once, but for a high price. And then we see some of my bestsellers show up as well as photos. And this sells a lot of times, so then it makes a bit of a bigger amount. We have videos a lot, so the industrial sites. This is a castle in the north of Germany. You can see that I sold a lot of those files, and that probably means that it's the same buyer. Maybe he's doing like a documentary about the castle and they need footage, and then you can see there's a lot of sales. So all the same price. Also with some handheld footage, so that's also interesting. It's Glücksburg Castle, so it's in the north of Germany. I came across it on one of my recent drone trips. Also data centers a lot. I sell those a lot. As you can see, they represent AI and the upcoming of AI. They're being built a lot at the moment, and yeah, it's really good selling topic. Now this is the DeltaWorks. I think this topic has been covered a little bit more. There's more competition, but these are storm surge barriers. Nice that the seagulls are interested in the drone, and yeah, they can open and close this, and they're doing some work on it. As I can see, some maintenance maybe, and yeah, it's part of the Dutch culture, I would say, the waterworks. So it's infrastructure and Dutch culture. So yeah, these are a bit of my sales. Also, some more handheld videos. It was quite some time when I did this, and now it sold actually. So I just walked across the racetrack here, and it sells. And the rest is mainly aerial videos, but also some photos. So yeah, what else can we show you? Well, the income for each day. Mostly there's some high days, like here 187, 165, but overall pretty good days. And what you see is usually it's in the weekend it's a bit lower. So for example, this is probably a Sunday, and this as well, or this is a holiday, of course, the 1st of January, New Year's Day. Other than that, it's pretty stable, always pretty high, and all across the week. So now I've made almost $1,800, and that's really good for January. So that is my Adobe Stock dashboard for a bit. Yeah, here you can see my videos, photos, best-selling files. Maybe, hopefully it can help you a little bit in determining what you can upload. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.